Shanghai-based electric vehicle company NIO just reached a major milestone, reporting its first ever quarterly profit, a turning point since the company was founded in 2014. Joining me now to share more is its founder, chairman, and CEO, William Li. William, welcome.
Hi, Ashley. Thank you for having me.
So, William, I understand that NIO achieved its first quarterly profit in Q4 of 2025, which marked a major milestone since the founding of the company in 2014. What drove this result?
Q4 profit was a major milestone for NIO. We delivered our first profitable quarter with a non-GAAP operating profit of 1.25 billion RMB. So this was driven by both growth and efficiency. In Q4, we delivered nearly 125,000 vehicles, a 72% increase year over year, reaching a record high. Meanwhile, our operational performance continued to improve. Gross margin reached 17.5%, the highest since 2022, and the vehicle margin was 18.1%. This was supported by higher sales, a better product mix, and ongoing cost reduction. And our non-vehicle business, mainly services and community, reached a gross margin of 11.9%. Revenue from this segment exceeded 10 billion RMB last year, also a record. These results show that NIO is competitive in technology, product, and the business model. They also reflect stronger execution and better operational efficiency, actually.
And speaking of that competitive edge, I understand the auto industry is a competitive space. What do you think the key factors driving strong sales growth? And more specifically, where does your product competitiveness come from?
The automotive industry is ultimately about innovation. At NIO, our innovation covers the full value chain, from R&D, supply chain, and manufacturing, lifestyle quality, charging and swapping, and full user services. This allows us to deliver competitive products and distinctive experiences to more users. Last year, we launched the NIO ES8, Envoy L90, and Firefly. Each of them has become a segment leader. So I'd like to mention the NIO ES8 here. It was a large three-row SUV launched last September and has just surpassed 100,000 deliveries recently. Its cumulative deliveries top the segment above $60,000 across all body types and powertrains. And on April 9, we introduced the NIO ES9. It's a full-size executive flagship SUV. The ES9 brings several industry-first technologies and class-leading features. For example, our in-house developed AD chips, full domain vehicle operating system, fully active suspension, and steer-by-wire, and world model architecture for smart driving. Together, these technologies make the ES9 a true flagship in design, space, comfort, handling, intelligence, and safety. Another key innovation at NIO is our holistic power solution. We call it chargeable, swappable, upgradable power system. It allows the battery to be charged normally and swapped in about 3 minutes. So far, we've built over 3,800 battery swap stations worldwide. In China, we connect major highways and cities across the country. That's what makes our recharging experience fundamentally different.
And as you just mentioned, the company's unique competitive advantage is battery swapping. And we've noticed that many automakers are promoting these ultra-fast charging technologies. And as ultra-fast charging matures, how should we view the long-term advantages and business value of battery swapping?
We are very glad to see more automakers exploring charging technologies and expanding charging networks. But from a user perspective, battery swapping, home charging, and ultra-fast charging each serve different needs and scenarios. Battery swapping, however, remains the fastest and easiest way to recharge an EV. A full charge can be delivered in about 3 minutes. So far, we already completed over 108 million swaps, and it has already become a mainstream option for our users. Beyond the user experience, I would say battery swapping also creates unique social value and commercial value. Electric vehicles have around 15 years of lifespan, while the battery lasts about 8 to 10 years. Imagine after 10 years, this mismatch can become a big problem for users and the industry. Battery swap decouples the battery from the vehicle so that they can be managed separately, like the airplane and the engines. Plus, our custom battery design, smart charging strategies, and continuous healthy monitoring, we were able to extend the battery lifespan, improve battery safety, and create long-term value. At the same time, battery swapping enables new business models. A swap station can be commercially viable through its service operations. And even better, each battery swap station can store 23 batteries. That's 2 megawatt-hours per station. As a distributed energy storage system, it can interact with the power grid and support the use of renewable energy. We have already seen encouraging results from pilot projects in grid interaction. So we believe battery swapping will unlock even greater value across the mobility and energy sectors.
William Li, founder, chairman, and CEO of NEO, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ashley. Have a nice day.